Alright, we are live. So, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. Okay, back to Mechanicus II. After taking a short break on Wednesday, I am very EP, very burnout, unfortunately. So I used the extra time to sleep. And of course, I also have a day off on Monday. So that means I'll also get to play a little bit longer for the Mechanicus II, the campaign. Because we are now doing the Necron side of the campaign. Then finally we'll be able to do the epilogue. So that means there's 1.5 campaigns to go. Okay, right. Without further ado, let's go. Okay. Now, unfortunately, I don't think I can press resume, right? I don't know how easy it's supposed to work, so I press resume, is it? Unless it makes me go to the wrong side of the campaign. Unless I need to press new game, and I need to start from there. So yeah, I'm quite EP right now, so okay. So let's go back to the main menu. Okay, so we need to start new game. Okay. So new campaign. We are still going to go normal. We can skip the prologue and tutorial, so we don't need to do that anymore. Okay, so because we already watched that already, so we don't need to see those two. So let's start game. There we go. There's the epilogue. So, I guess it's where the hell did Scalobar go? Okay, so so that means give me a moment. That means I will need to okay, now that I see that, that means I need to rewrite the title for the last live stream that I did. Okay, let's see. There is let's see. Okay, done. There we go. Now I rearrange it to completely add my campaign for that one. Now I can do the who disturbs my sleep. Because that is always how the Necron side of the story begins. Somebody decide to disturb their sleep. And then that's where the story begins. Okay lah. Alright. Here we go. Necrons. The Sarkotat Dynasty. Okay, start campaign. I need to press a hold. Okay, here we go. Okay, now who disturbs my sleep apart from the cat that keeps meowing or the neighborhood cat that keeps meowing?
My Pharaon, the great sleep has ended. We rise beneath the light of new stars. New life has arisen, and it has infested our world. You are needed upon your throne.
My vanguard, Nefershah. Yes, Nefershah. What world is this?
Kivroth. This is your crown world of Kivroth, my Pharaon.
Kivroth. Yes, of course. My memories arrive fractured, incomplete. It seems the great sleep has taken much from me.
It shall pass, my Pharaon. All have suffered as we slept in our own ways. By your command, we can regain what was ours. I shall escort you to the sepulchre regnant. There, your throne awaits.
Of course. And there are others, my courtiers.
The Eupatridae, your generals and advisors.
They must be awakened. That is my command to you, Nefershah.
As you will it, my Pharaon.
take me to my throne, awaken the Eupatridai, then I shall retake my world.
Okay, fortunately they're all awake. Okay. Can't use them yet. Okay. Right, let's see. Fallen Kingdom. Enemy units my own. Ha! Okay, fair enough. And using Omicap.
The ancient enemies of the Necrons had indeed withered and retreated, as the Silent King foresaw. But new foes had arisen in their place. Among them was humanity, and the stain of this particular enemy had fallen upon Sankotep's world of Kivroth. The war to purge this lesser species could not yet begin, for our Lord was still without his throne. This world, I cannot recall it. It is ours. Mine. So much change. Or perhaps my memory fails me. We must claim what is ours from this colonizing foe. Let the legions march forth.
My Pharaon, your throne stands empty. The Eupatridai are to be awoken, and will attend upon you at the Sepulchre Regnant. But the royal tomb is unclaimed.
The Sepulchre Regnant. Yes. My command protocols flow from there. We must retake it. My vanguard, go! Prepare it for my arrival. Enthroned there, I shall conduct this war of reclamation.
Without delay, Pharaon.
Okay. Let's see, proceed. Okay, have as many warriors as I want, okay. The Lord's Chambers. Okay. Good thing is warriors can have more. Imagine if there was scarabs instead.
The Sepulchre Regnant was undiscovered by the invaders, and Nevershah found it guarded by canoptic constructs vigilant since before the Great Sleep. Two Doomstalkers barred the gate with their towering, living metal bodies. Alas, their protocols had deteriorated with the turning of the stars.
Stand aside in the name of the Pharaon Sankotep.
But the ancient sentinels did not respond. They adhered to their task of guarding the threshold, but their minds had failed during the Great Sleep, and they were utterly unresponsive.
These lowly constructs will bend to our will.
You never shall ponder how to deal with the construct guardians of the Sepulchre region. Manually dismantle the constructs, minimizing damage to the essential components. You must obey!
Construct's minds had deteriorated past the point of salvage. Though the command protocols flowed through them, they caused their corroded minds to burn out, removing the obstacle but serving as a reminder of the many vicissitudes of the Great Sleep.
Okay, they're still dead anyway. Alright, good. Let's see. God, we are weakened. Okay. Not good, but at least not that risky. At least I hope.
The Royal Guard entered the Sepulchre Regnant to find that, like the constructs at the gate, many of the Necron warriors and constructs were still locked into their defensive duties, and would not yield to the Vanguard's authority.
They are of little consequence. I shall not permit them to impede the Royal Guard in our duties. Open fire.
Okay, there's quite a few of them. Okay, let's see. Flayed ones. Yeah, one flayed, one each. Go forward. I can't go forward enough. I don't know what's the resource here. Oh, the start weaken. Yeah, that's my worry. Okay. Wow, there's a lot of damage.
The battlefield changes, yet we must be constant.
Resurrection or once a skirmish resurrect. Okay. Generate 4 dominion. Can't go in front yet. I think we are supposed to generate as much dominion as we can.
Ready to command.
Go far enough.
The dynasty stands.
Hey.
What wills the court?
Okay.
If needed, we will purge the entire tomb of these flawed constructs. Our duty to the Pharaon is paramount.
Okay. So far, so good. For some reason, it's easier than the Mechanicus campaign. We can only generate dominion. We don't have enough. Okay.
The sepulchre was built to defy invasion from lesser minds. Our knowledge of the measures taken will allow us to forge onto the throne room without delay.
The first shall be knowledgeable of the scatter's defenses, instructed the royal guard on the best means of reaching the throne room. To the right, that passes through the chamber emblazoned with decorative star illustrating the scale of the Necrons claims over the stars. To the right, taken by the surrounded by. Wow. Which ones here?
Statues proved perfect sites for anti-intruder countermeasures, unleashing Gauss blasts from eye sockets and pharaonic regalia.
Yeah.
Despite being forewarned about the measures, the Royal Guard had suffered much damage by the time they approached the throne room.
Everybody all got damaged. Jeez. Okay. Got to let's see.
Darkness of the sepulchre regnant came the scuttling of metallic claws. The madness of time had infected the constructs, degrading their base protocols and denying their loyal service.
Hold fast. These wayward constructs are the last of the defenders. Let them break themselves against us, and the sepulchre shall be reclaimed.
Go for 4 turns. Wow. Okay.
All paths lead to inevitable victory.
Disputed.
All paths lead to inevitable victory.
Wow, crap. Okay, that's not good. I'm defeated. Okay, let's see. Restart skirmish, yes. Not good.
From
Okay. Okay, good.
All paths lead to inevitable victory.
Okay. Too bad the immortal cannot melee. Yeah.
What wills the court?
We are surrounded.
The dynasty stands.
start moving my units over there instead. Yeah.
The dynasty stands.
I can only hope is they are too stupid to kill my last immortal only. Oh, okay. That was too close.
The throne room of the Sepulchre Regnant was in the Vanguard's hands, ready to once more play host to the nobility of the Psychotep dynasty. With the throne's recapture, the Pharaoh's commands would be carried across the world, rightful mandate accelerating the awakening of Kivroth's legions.
My Pharaon, it is done.
Call forth my patroni, my lords, my generals, the weapons in my hand. They shall pay obeisance to my throne as is my due. Kivroth shall march to my will, remembering its glory such as it was before we slumbered.
Okay. I think I should have played the tutorial because I need to know how the Necron style stuff works. The Lord's Chambers. I think these are the units that I can go for. Games accelerated. Add Death Master Lord's Court. Okay, so I need to add either I add units or I add power. Units lah. Okay. Oh, okay, so this one is to regain the reanimate the units using Requisition Dominion. Okay. But I still don't know how to do this. Oh, okay. What do I do? Nope. Just spinning around only. Dynasty remnants. Okay. I have no idea what this for. Oh, great. Okay, next one. Can I select the others? No, I can't. Okay, the command log Amuka to in Awakening Naila Uconcept. Master of Cubos Destroyers, last of the Ifrudate.
Adherents of the Destroyer Creed are anathema to all non-deviant Necrons. Yet, Sankotep tolerated their nihilistic madness to use them as weapons and enforce his rule. Their master, Nihilarch Uconcept, was of the Eupatridae, and would be necessary for the Destroyers to accept the Pharaoh's command.
I am told Uconcept's tomb has not yet been uncovered by the invaders. She slumbers still, and must be awoken. This task I grant to you, Vargard.
It shall be done, my Pharaon. The Nihilarch's host are known to not cleave to the will of their superiors. The task is complex.
They will obey their Pharaoh. But until such time as Uconcept is by my side, the adherents to the Destroyer Creed may need more forceful persuasion to accept the authority of a Vargard. I trust that will not be a significant obstacle, Nefershah.
I know well the caprice of the Destroyers. They will be brought to heel.
Okay. We got Rays, got Warriors, and Amukaga's extra flake once. Okay. Alright.
The forbidding entrance to Uconcept's tomb was untouched by the invader, and indeed seemed untouched by any save time.
Open in the name of Vargard Nefershah, Hand of the Pharaon. It will not open. No great surprise. The Destroyers, in their madness, eschew the appropriate protocols. We must make our own way through.
Forceful lah.
Application of the Royal Guard's strongest weapons bored through the multiple layers of hardened alloys, eventually opening a hole large enough for members of the Vargard's force to gain entrance.
I guess that's a but. I don't have.
The adherents to the Destroyer Creed were already awake, though Uconcept herself still slumbered. In the darkness of the tomb, they confronted the agents of the Vargard. The Destroyers gave no sign of deference to the Vargard's rightful commands. The emblematic pathways of their minds twisted, lost in waves of nihilistic madness.
If you intend to prove a point by sacrificing yourselves before accepting my authority, then such a gesture is no more than a waste of the materials of which you are constructed.
The Destroyers were still unmoving, but hyperphase fields and Gauss coils whined with growing energy as the Royal Guard attained firing positions.
Such a tiresome game of power this is, when there is but one power on Kivaroth. To stand in the way of the Pharaon's command is to beg for execution.
Okay, here we go. They dare stand in our way. So they shall be executed, whether it's friend or foe. Okay.
These outcasts know nothing but their madness. If they choose to stand in our way, they shall be annihilated.
Okay, we need to deal with the ones behind us.
Bring me the foe.
Can't shoot anyone.
Seeking the foe.
Charge a straight line. Okay, how far can she charge? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. If she move here, 1, 2, 3, donk, cannot. So if she move here, 1, 2, 3, it will smack. Okay. But very dangerous because you'll get smacked by these 4 people as well. There goes one of my flayed ones.
Let me give rein to our hatred.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
I am the blade.
Okay. Let's say I want to destroy the come back to life.
Only the foe. Seeking the foe.
Okay. Yeah, there goes my reef.
I am the wrath.
Wow.
Trust this needless waste has demonstrated our worthiness to enter the inner tomb. Continue and locate Ugansep's sarcophagus chamber.
Okay. Okay, so the more dominion we have, right, the stronger our hero unit is. Okay, now that makes more sense.
The passageways leading to the inner part of the tomb formed a gauntlet of deadly traps. They were symbolic of the Destroyer's hatred of all life. But the material danger they posed was very real.
There is no need to incur further losses reaching Ugansep. We will dismantle or avoid these countermeasures, and in doing so, remind the Destroyers they stand below the throne of the Pharaon.
Okay, send the royal guard down corridor full of being hyper dense alloy blades. Send the royal guard down the passageway with thousands of logic puzzles discovered on the floor with the incorrect responses activating militarized gravitational anomalies.
Nevershah directly interfaced with the units, solving each puzzle. And the Royal Guard rapidly progressed without a single Necron compacted into hyperdense matter by the tomb defenses. Indeed, the intricacy of each problem served to improve the Royal Guard's networking cohesion.
Okay, good. We got the right choice. Use brain, not brawn. But then my brain not working because I'm very EP. I'm very EP.
The Destroyers
I
are
need to
not
run.
alone in this region of the tomb. Its warrior phalanxes are also awakening. We cannot assume they remain unaffected by the Destroyers' madness. Fight through them before they can demonstrate their wayward loyalties.
Okay.
Seeking the foe. Blades bared.
Okay. Only 1 damage. Okay, true.
Bring me the foe.
Okay, now my escape ready. Yay! Escape!
The Royal Guard had reached the threshold of Uconcept's sarcophagus chamber. As the Royal Guard entered the chamber, Uconcept's stasis crypt opened, and the Nihilarch emerged.
Okay.
Who disturbs my rest? Such visions I had. Worlds laid barren, the earth scorched of life, the stars themselves dying at our hand. Now I awake into the foulness of a galaxy not yet dead.
Nihilarch Uconcept, the Royal Guard has come to summon you to the court of Sankotep, Master of Kivroth.
We are to heed the word of a Vargard, the attack dog of the Theron, the most beloved pet fawning at the foot of his throne. We will not be summoned like underlings to grovel at court. You enter my tomb as intruders in a sovereign realm, not as emissaries to whom we owe deference.
Eons in stasis had done little to temper Uconcept's brutality or reinforce her proper loyalties. She advanced on the Royal Guard, clearly willing to destroy the Theron's emissaries to satisfy her pride as Nihilarch of Kivroth's destroyers.
Stay your wrath, Nihilarch. Kivroth is invaded. Interlopers infest our world.
Invaders, a rival dynasty, or some manner of alien filth.
Human. A new and verminous biological species, daring to seize our world as their own. Acknowledge your Theron's authority, attend to him, and eradicate this scourge from our world.
Repulsive. The very thought of such hateful, festering flesh. It must be scoured, severed, reduced to sterile dust. If my destroyers will have their rightful voice at Sankotep's court, and we may revel in the extermination of this teeming growth, then I deign to take my place beside the throne.
Thus did Okenseb, Lars of the Eupatridae, affirm her allegiance. Sankotep's court was restored for war. Though even at this early juncture, Nevershah could barely conceal her misgivings at the state of her master's retinue.
Yeah, I mean, like, if I have a man to be my to be part of the government, right? Even I would be I would not even vote for that person. Okay, we got secondary objectives ready.
My Pharaon, I humbly submit to the court a matter that requires urgent attention.
Speak, Cryptid.
My divination of the heavens has revealed a new void ship entering Kivroth's orbital reaches. It matches neither the designs of our human enemy, nor those of our own kind.
You were right to bring this to court, Cryptic. We awoke into a galaxy full of enemies. These invasive species flock to our domain like circling carrion birds. Vargard! The presence of uninvited visitors to Kivroth is displeasing to me. I wish them banished from our sight. See to it.
Of course, my Pharaon. An orbital weapon of sufficient power, a formidable Gauss pylon array, is being excavated by human interlopers ignorant of what they have uncovered. My royal guard shall retake the weapon and use it to strike this spacecraft from orbit.
Ah, okay. So that's what it's for. Okay. I cannot intruder down, okay. Oh, it's an assignment. Okay. Oh, okay. I just unlock units first. Unless I need to go through level 1 first, then I can go to level 2. Okay. The Grand Bitzer. Entrust Lord Heki with the awakening of Grand Bitzer Depska. Created and a member of the Retinue. Okay. And this time we are fighting various enemies.
Among the Eupatridae, Cryptic Jebka styled himself Grand Vizier to the Pharaon. Jebka was a master of exotic radiation and power-rational energy, a creator of mighty and esoteric weapons. Sankotep had often sought his counsel on the use of such technology.
Jebka. He will have fortified his resting place with such horrors. Yet without our hand, he may never awaken. I would have you, Vargard, open his stasis crypt and summon him to my court.
I shall see it done, my Pharaon.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Eee, really scared. Okay, got to find our own units first.
The enemy troops, Skitari as they called themselves, surrounded the tomb in great numbers, but most were engaged in fighting the constructs that poured forth. Kepka had never been idle in creating defenses to protect himself.
Isolate and wipe out the closest group of invaders. Create a gap in their lines.
You all enemy unit. Okay, we do so for range. Wait, they saw us.
Observing the field.
Crap, I can't see.
A million warriors, a million keys.
Big. Yeah. Okay, that's embarrassing. Okay. Okay, good. At least they understood we understood each other.
Kepka was famed for his brilliance and notorious for the experimental
Let's see, never saw. Because we network search lah.
The methodical approach was most logically sound, and indeed the Royal Guard uncovered many of Jebka's sensor boundaries and isotopic tripwires.
Yeah, I knew it. Okay, come on.
The enemy are scattered, but not defeated. Break through these wretched vermin before they can attempt a defense.
Okay, I got to melee this bunch over there.
My will be done.
Okay. How dare it kill my newly spawned ones? What did he do to you?
A million warriors, a million kings.
Okay, goodbye, world.
All is ready.
Okay. We could Get back my scarabs that is barely honorable.
Leaders had not yet breached the tomb, but there was another obstacle besides. A corrupting spider roamed near Jebka's sarcophagus chamber, its mandibles flared ready for combat. The construct showed no deference even to the nobles who led the royal guard.
This construct should be occupied with repairing the tomb, not barring our path. Jebka has clearly meddled with its protocols to serve his own needs. But I did not believe even he was arrogant enough to threaten the royal guard. Construct, you will permit us free passage in the name of the Pharaon.
In response, the construct merely charged its particle beamer and emitted interstitial signals that Nevershah could not decipher.
It seems the Grand Vizier thought his privacy outweighed the authority of the throne. A delusion that must not stand.
Okay. Okay lah, invocation.
And furthermore, the Lord Defender of the suzerainty of Kivaroth, the High Admiral of the Void Wing Triumphant, bearer of the Triarchal Seal.
In spite of the Pharaon's many appellations and achievements, the construct remained oblivious to Nevershah's authority. The Royal Guard used the time it took to list Senkutep's epithets to take up advantageous positions for the potential combat.
Okay lah. Because we are still going to combat anyway. From the looks of it, we are still going to combat it anyway.
This defective construct has served as an obstacle long enough. Deactivate it to a terminal end.
Okay, lots of late ones over there. Kill the Mechanicus spider. So we just need to kill that thing only. Yeah. Too big size. Yeah.
For Kivaroth.
Only 2 damage. Okay, they have more reinforcements ready. Come on. Only 1 damage left. 2 health left only. Come on, Immortal, you can do this. No! 1 damage! Why? God damn it. I thought the plate one will be so kind to leave the dead body alone, but it's like, nope. Jeez.
This defect.
Obedience over all.
Okay. Block. Okay.
A million warriors, a million kings.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, that's not good. Okay, never mind. Managed to win, I guess. Oh wait, need to destroy the dead body. There, done.
Unexpected visitors. I had wondered at all the noise.
Cryptek Jepka. Our Pharaon commanded you be awakened to attend him within the Sepulchre Regnant. I am surprised to find you already released from stasis.
I am surprised our Pharaon could recall me at all. My diagnostics suggest his engrammatic degradation to be severe. No. My tomb woke me some time ago in response to the alien presence. Thus far, my constructs have dissuaded interlopers. I trust the spider at my door gave you little trouble.
My Grand Seneschal, Viceroy. Title escapes me. No matter. I recall such grand weapons and cunning devices at my disposal. I have need of your craft, my technomancer.
I am your Grand Vizier, my Pharaon. The eons of the Great Sea have doubtless taken their toll, but worry not. Your loyal servant stands ready to assist you in grasping the principles by which you ruled before your slumber.
I rule as ever I did. I need no other's hand to steer my domain. Return to the Sepulchre Regnant, Grand Vizier, and yes, I shall determine the course of my command. I shall remember what to do.
Of course, my Pharaon. A million apologies for offering even the slightest appearance of doubt. Grand Vizier Jebka is at your disposal, ever devoted and dutiful.
Very cunning. Okay. Right. Good. Slowly but surely, we are gaining our authority back.
Report, Cryptek.
As predicted, the pylons were easily reclaimed by your warriors, honored Vargard. The invaders displayed unexpected resilience, but it was of little consequence in the end.
And the weapons themselves.
My technomantic skills were enough to make the pylons responsive to the throne's command protocols once more. They are fully charged and operational.
Good. By Sankotep's will, open fire!
The Gauss Annihilators were the pinnacle of such weapon technologies. With the strength to reach into Kivroth's orbit, their coils thrummed to bursting with energy, and their focusing crystals glowed green hot. The ground shook with their fury. Direct hits, Vargard. The craft was not destroyed, but its orbit is decaying rapidly. It is entering the upper atmosphere.
Then the Pharaon's will has been done.
Okay. I got death mark already. You're gonna go up, okay. So I need to unlock the whole thing first. Oh, here we go. Got a relic. Necron protocol. Always inflict mass damage. I think the symbols mean something. Ah, there we go. So if you match the symbols, you will actually get extra. Okay. You will get extra the what you call the. Okay lah. I see. Oh, but it can only be used by one person. By one person only, I guess. Ah, yeah. Okay, there we go. It can only be used by one. Maybe it bypasses armor. Unlock curse. And this one will give the range one. Okay, we do the critical path first lah, since I can't use other people yet. Okay. Right.
Shah's first task, upon rousing Theron Sankotep from the Great Sleep, was to likewise bring his principal advisors from their slumber. These three, known as the Eupatridae, were learned and cunning in the extreme. One among them was Hecamheb, Nemesaur of Kivroth's legions and general of Sankotep's armies.
Vargard, are my Eupatridae awakened? Are they ready to serve?
Hecamheb's tomb is intact, but much of it has risen above the planet's surface. The invaders seek to defile it in search of its secrets. The vermin have built an encampment and are excavating the tomb with their crude machines, even now.
Yes. Vermin. Eradicate them. Bring me the general of my armies.
Okay. Lynch God. Okay. Yeah, immediately throw us into battle already. Okay. Wonderful.
The invaders had a depraved hunger for knowledge. They scrabbled at the ground as if Kivroth was eager to give up its secrets.
through this pathetic rabble. The Pharaon wills it.
Okay, we can backstab.
The will of the dynasty. I stand.
One damage only.
Ready.
Okay, you know what? We're going to restart this skirmish. I did something wrong. Okay. Yeah. This EP brain of EP and depressive brain of mine is not working as intended.
And readiness. Sticks and stones have minimal effect on living metal foes.
Okay.
Let them break their blades against us!
Okay. Get rid of that one first. How come never opportunity strike?
For Kevroth!
Okay.
Break them!
Why is that guy so far away? Still can't read.
Let them break their blades against us!
Okay, he's dead. Okay, good. Next.
The entrance to Hecame's tomb would open only to the exalted among Kivroth's nobility, but was evidently malfunctioning. It remained closed even in the face of the Royal Guard.
Yeah, scream at the door.
In the name of the Vargard to the Pharaon, Hand of the Throne, Warden of Kivroth, I demand audience.
At the sound of the Vargard's title, the doors ground open a crack. The Royal Guard was able to widen the gap through sheer force to access the tomb.
Yep, when in doubt, the scream.
The Vargard's agents were not the first to enter the tomb since the Great Sleep began. One of the invaders had made its own entrance, worming through cracks that had opened up in the structure over the eons. It brazenly scrutinized the many artifacts interred alongside Hecabe.
You dare to enter this place, to plunder it for ill-gotten trinkets.
Lensky-Vola's hypotheses were well-founded. These hateful Xenos are not dead, but slumbering. And now they awaken, thinking machines of living metal. Anathema to the omnicized design. We must know them, the better to destroy them.
Such hubris, to presume to learn of us. You, who are beneath our very notice.
Very well. I will tear your secrets from your corpses.
Okay, here we go. I guess defeat the engine seer.
Though inferior to us, this one is armed beyond the means of its underlings. Do not underestimate it, and eliminate it quickly.
Kill all enemy unit. Okay, we got additional and additional of our own units also. Then he will die.
See the enemy.
Yeah, only 1 damage. Okay. Here you go, kill the Courts of Vanish God.
Let them come.
Okay. I go. Okay. Very honorable.
The sarcophagus chamber and the stasis crypt within was undamaged. It had remained inviolate in spite of the invaders' attempts to breach it.
What crisis demands my awakening? Let it be dire indeed, for I do not stir but for the gravest tidings. It is by my will you are awakened, yes. I have need of you, of my patroni. Announce yourself to me. My Theron. I am Nemesaur Hecamhebe, commander of our dynasty's legions, conqueror of our dynasty's foes. Do you truly not recognize the foremost of your noble servants? Has the great sleep caused you such ill? Nonsense. I recall you well, Nemesaur. Your decisive skill, your firm resolve. I command it all. I command all that I behold. And we are invaded. Yes, hateful primitives infest my planet. You, Nemesaur. You will serve me again. You will drive them from my dominion. I hear your will, my Theron. And I trust that you guide our dynasty with undiminished wisdom. Our warriors shall march forth and exterminate these lesser creatures. In the name of Sankotep, as in all things.
Okay, good. Good.
Aliens have dared set foot upon Kivroth. This world of Kivroth, the seat of my dynasty. It is infested. Your duty is clear. Drive the invaders from my domain and reclaim what they have defiled. Our legions are responding to the protocols of awakening. They gather ready to march.
My destroyers pledge their strength. The invaders are unclean organic vermin who demand annihilation. They will all be ash before we relent.
My archives stir, and the catalogues of oblivion reopen. Soon, your cryptex shall once more construct weapons of wondrous power to aid the eradication of these interlopers.
My dynasty heeds its Theron's call. This is as it should be. A lord must rule, must gather his subjects. He must issue his pronouncements. But how is a war to be waged? I would once record every facet of conquest and siege, but now such mastery eludes me.
A fleeting symptom of the great sleep, my Theron. With but a little time, I am certain all will return to you. A petty settlement serves the invaders as their would-be capital. They name it Ex Veritas.
A city, a capital, a symbol, yes. Break the stronghold, break the spirit. This I remember. My subjects, ready to march on this Ex Veritas. The Theron's mind is addled. The great sleep has robbed him of his memories and wits. It shames the dynasty. Our command protocols should flow from a monarch worthy to wield them.
Many unfortunate events happen in war. Even a pharaoh might fall to the enemy if circumstances permit. If he is made vulnerable by a faltering mind, it becomes all but inevitable.
With his destruction, we would take charge. Destroy the filth. Sterilize Kivroth.
It would be our duty. Not for ourselves, but for the dynasty. An unfit monarch, making way for his finest commanders. To rule, to rebuild, to conquer, for Kivroth.
Okay. Unlock strong defense. You cannot unlock the resurrection of Swan's embrace. Heal HP. Inflict forward on the enemy units. That is what? Gain accelerated. Okay, can't really do much really. We need to use a Facon more.
The destruction of Experitas by siege will require the commitment of all our awakened legions. As the fog of millennia lifts from me, I see the virtues of a prolonged campaign. It will test my patience, but in a war of attrition with the invaders, we can only be victorious. The fog of reawakening may take further time to fully lift, Lord. We know not how many more vermin gather in the void to reinforce those blighting our world. Swift, decisive victory is needed. The Pharaoh's place is leading his legions to victory, driving the enemy aside with his own hands.
To delay is a disgrace. My creed respects only strength of arms, the exterminator's art made manifest. We crave a Pharaoh whose martial skills are the equal of his strategic brilliance.
The Cryptex of Kivroth shall devise a panoply of weapons and armor that can turn aside any force. Sankotep shall be inviolate upon the battlefield. He will win in a single engagement what lesser lords might take centuries to accomplish.
Is it so? Victory shall be seized by my own hand? Yes. Yes, I recall the glory of conquest, swift and total. The mastery of war, it may be hazy in my recollection, but I am certain we must know of the city's defenses before we can attack. Summon my Vanguard. She must conduct the necessary reconnaissance without delay.
Okay. Sankotep is being fooled by his retinue. This is not good. No idea that they are scheming against him.
Vargard Nevershar led the Royal Guard to the outskirts of Exveritas. Though she was bound to the will of her Theron, the counseling of the Eupatridae had caused her grave misgivings.
If Sankotep truly intends to lead the assault on the city, I fear he will become the principal target for every human within its walls. Even had he not commanded me thus, I would be compelled to fully understand the defenses the humans can bring to bear against him, primitive though they be.
The city of Exveritas had grown with unseemly speed, for the invaders were as industrious in their defilement of Kivroth as any vermin. Nevershar found the lands around it infested with humans, to be evaded or eliminated as she saw fit.
Punish them!
See, increase expose on enemy unit. Okay. Yeah. Forgot about this
No
guy.
enemy in my sight shall go unpunished.
Okay. I should put range units against these guys.
the suns.
Okay. Nah, not enough damage. Okay, done. Lost 2 of my scarabs. Okay, get more scarabs.
Though the initial contact had been dealt with swiftly, the patrols around Ex Veritas defended the interloper city in depth. Thousands of troops surrounded the city, watching for Necrons.
Fighting these wretches is beneath us. Our primary purpose is to observe, not to eliminate the defenders single-handedly. That task will come, and I shall welcome it. For now, it is through guile we will see our duty done.
The Valga cunningly deployed the Royal Guard to avoid contact with the city's ignorant guardians. See contact with the isolated enemies and execute them swiftly and quietly before they discover the Royal Guard. Work out the scanners, find alternative routes such as underground passages. Hidden paths lah.
The Royal Guard found an unused fuel pipeline which traveled close to the city's defenses. However, it was not as unused as it first appeared, and the Royal Guard had to contend with a sudden flood of volatile fuel.
A temporary setback. Minor corrosion damage is no hindrance to the execution of our duty.
Ayah. My units got pretty damaged at the start. Not good. Not good at all. Ah. Just need to do it carefully. Wow. Guitarian Rust Stalkers, and they are the big ones, they are the commander ones. Wow, all the Rust Stalkers are. All the Rust Stalkers. Okay, this one going to be quite hard.
Scour the foe. A million years of hate culminates in one shot.
choice which one, that one. Okay. Okay, good. As long as we keep them from range, right, we should be fine.
Fury of the Suns!
Unless they dodged it.
No enemy in my sight shall go unpunished.
Wow, seriously? Did he just... Okay. Never mind, he just kaput himself, okay.
A million years of hate culminates in one shot.
Okay, done.
Our task is delayed by this unnecessary skirmish. At least I was able to observe what passes for human elites. A lower proportion of vulnerable flesh, replacing ever more body parts with crude machinery. It seems even they understand the nature of their weakness.
Having upheld the ineffable wisdom of Sankotep by deviating from her task, Nefershah still needed more details on the defenses of Ex Veritas. She directed her force to a point overlooking the city from which she could observe one of its gates directly.
A fine viewpoint from which to observe the enemy. A success not without cost. The enemy are aware of an intrusion and will seek to engage us soon. We must be selective in where we put our attention.
Okay, Nefershah carefully selected which aspects of Ex Veritas defenses her royal guard should observe most keenly. Ascertain where weapon and pistol and firing points create the densest field of fire outside the walls. Better to cut them off. Okay, determine where the enemy numbers are strongest, hence which areas can be most easily defended. Destroy your firepower.
The human interlopers employed intricate yet predictable principles of trigonometry to maximize their firepower. Nefershah took careful note of this and the ways it could be exploited by an attacker.
Okay. More of them. got two of them hiding there.
A million years of hate culminates in one shot. The stars serve.
Okay. At least the officer is dead.
Punish them.
Nah, they're not dead yet. Okay, good. The death mark is just cheating lah. Okay, here we go. Last encounter for this mission. Well, this line is true. Superior technology does not guarantee victory unless wielded by a superior being.
Upon the ephemeral tides of data, Nevershah sensed a surge in uncontained power.
Unfettered and unguided, a frenzy of electricity bleeding from fallible flesh. Stand ready. This foe is not cunning, but frenzied in a way that is alien to us.
Oh, okay, the Electro Priest are all coming towards us immediately.
Fury of the Suns.
goes my Garrus again.
In my sights! In my sights!
Still not dead. Still not very dead. Okay, now he's dead. Okay.
Nefershah examined the fallen fanatics. The enemy had a crude intellect in harnessing the very irrational nature of their species and amplifying it into this madness. Their presence among the defenders of Ex Veritas was noted.
My Theron, I have seen the defenses of Ex Veritas for myself. The walls and fortifications are formidable. The gates are the weakest point. If we focus the assault there, the gate may fall. Once inside, our legions will find little difficulty in seizing the city and razing it, piece by piece.
Swift and brutal, as befits the verdict of a Pharaoh. The human scum will not have the luxury of a siege to prepare for death. I remember war. It comes in fury and fire. Our enemies reel its embrace.
I believe your warriors can breach the city with ease. There is little need to risk your royal person. There is hardly more glory to be won by crushing this infestation in person, compared to overseeing our victory from afar.
I am sovereign of this world, and I will conduct its salvation as I see fit. Remember your place, Vanguard.
Yep. Still under the influence.
Vanguard, I considered with interest your evaluation of the human city's defenses.
Though formidable by the standards of a lesser species, the design is of course flawed. Your legions will find ample points at which to breach and storm the city.
And a magnificent day it shall be. You did well to bring insights of such value before the court. I understand you were hindered in your task.
The Pharaon set me to enact his command. No challenge could outweigh the honor of that appointment.
Indeed. Yet the Pharaon's commands were contradictory, were they not? At a moment's whim, you and your royal guard could have been lost along with our advantage of surprise. It is tragic to see how Sankotep's mind has suffered in the Great Sleep.
A great misfortune. But he is the rightful ruler of Kivroth, and as the council of the Upatridae and of myself, his recollection will return, and with it, his dynasty shall reclaim this world.
Some would say your words are optimistic. There are those at court, and I relay these sentiments only reluctantly, who dare to suggest the Pharaon is unfit to rule.
They would be ill-advised to do so, lest I hear them. Sankotep is my Pharaon, and my duty is to him alone. It matters not whether I can grasp the full wisdom of his pronouncements. This duty binds a Vargard, as it must bind all the Pharaon's subjects.
Of course, Vargard. You are to be commended for your devotion. I see now that so long as you are at Sankotep's side, his reign shall surely last an eternity.
Yep. They are scheming to bring him down. It is obvious. Okay. The perfect destruction. Bounce. Tesla weave. Increase the number of authorities I can select at waypoint 2. Why the hell not? Okay. Fight by Sankotep's side as he assaults the city of Esperitas.
I have not the means to describe every facet of the battle for Veritas, for there would be no end to it. The strength of Kivroth's half-awakened legions was brought to bear against the invaders' city. The Pharaon himself led the assault on Erudition Gate, the weak point identified by Nefershah.
My loyal legions crash against the walls. The nobles exalt my name as they cut down the invaders. Now is the time to let loose the killing blow. Vargard, we charge!
It appears I am not alone in realizing the potential of this gate to fall. The invaders have sent their best defenders. There, on the walls, their armored elites. We have not faced them yet in battle. Their comms chatter names them the Adeptus Astartes, and even their allies speak of them with fear.
They are but humans, no more, and thus beneath our contempt. Deal with them, Vargard. They must not be permitted to impede my march to victory.
It is my duty to stay beside you and protect you, my Pharaon.
It is your duty to obey your Pharaon. You will destroy these Adeptus Astartes, Vargard, at once!
Wow, we had to fight the Space Marines. Okay. Let's see. Blade ones, immortals. I'm not going to use the scarabs. Not good. I have to fight space marines.
Nevershaw was loath to leave Senkutiv's side, but her loyalty overruled her duty. The humans responded by sending forth their defenders in a countercharge, swamping Nevershaw as Senkutiv continued to battle at the gate.
Enough! We must eradicate the remaining human vermin and these so-called Adeptus Astartes, and quickly, so that I may return to my Pharaon's side.
Okay, so we got Nefersha alongside. Do we have a marine here? Don't have.
In service.
Ah, crap. Okay, never mind.
In readiness.
Okay. Oh, okay. We are surrounded. Where's this guy?
No.
The battlefield changes, yet we must be constant.
Oh no, here comes the Satis.
Human defenders attacked in great numbers and fury, but they shattered against Nefershah's mastery of war. Now, the Adeptus Astartes to enter the field.
They send but a vanguard force, leaving the bulk of their numbers on the walls. They think we are but a mere distraction. Show them the consequences of this fatal failure of comprehension. Millions of stellar cycles I have slept, yet still I tire of this nonsense.
They'll attack immediately.
The battlefield changes, yet we must be constant.
Carry out the weaker one first. Okay. It's one down.
Stand ready.
All paths lead to inevitable victory.
Okay. Okay. Irradiated. Guy over there. Okay. Oh no, here comes some more.
Adeptus Astartes had learned the folly of underestimating the Royal Guard's strength, and the
way. There's no choice, you can only stand and fight.
In obedience.
Kill one of them before they had the chance to attack. Okay, good.
The Adeptus Astartes had fought the Royal Guard to a standstill. Now, their remaining warriors retreated, taking up their former positions on the walls.
The humans know that Sankotep will soon shatter their defenses and breach their city. They call back their best warriors to the walls. A futile act of desperation. I must join my Pharaon to be at his side as he claims his victory.
Okay.
As the Pharaon surged further through Erudition Gate, Nefershah perceived a change in the command lines and data spikes around her. Necron troops were being withdrawn all around the gate, and the invaders' forces were closing in. It was not just the enemy's actions that were turning the tide of the battle, but orders coming from within.
The Eupatridae. Their units are withdrawing. My Pharaon, I must be at your side. I beseech you to withdraw from this fray. Let me do my duty in defending your person.
Preposterous! We are on the cusp of victory! The Eupatridae are loyal to their Pharaon alone.
The defenders close in. The Adeptus Astartes once more garrison the walls.
But the Pharaon strode on, laying into the human foe on every side. Assailed by a host of enemies, Nefershah remained separated from her liege.
The betrayal is real.
Sent waves of their best to corner the Pharaon, even the ones they called the Adeptus Astartes. The Vargard fought tirelessly to cut through the sea of enemies and join Sankotep in the heart of the tumult.
Will these tides of vermin never cease? Such filth will not keep me from my Pharaon's side.
All for turns.
All paths lead to inevitable victory.
You should put it here, then I can attack that one. Because I played one.
Ready to command.
Yeah, they went up there.
Threats abound.
Wow. Okay. Where's this servitor over there?
I command.
The Pharaoh's will.
The last doctor. got F Mac also. Shit. Got the Mac also. Crap. This one loose already. There you go, hit the dead body. Actually, also no, because the radiation will kill the dead body. Crap. The radiation will kill the dead body also, so it's dangerous. Okay.
This world will be ours.
I command.
For the dynasty.
Okay, he can't move. He can't move away from there.
In obedience.
Okay. And generate. He's dead. You're not dead yet. Oh, I went to dodge it. There goes the dish guard. These guys know how to dodge. At least can escape. Okay. I'm more scared about the commander, this commander here.
What wills the court?
Oh wait, it's your turn now ah? Okay, good. But you can't escape that somehow. Ah, there we go. Mission failed. He can't escape, that's the problem. Okay, so we need to hold our ground. We cannot move. Ay, ay, ay.
The enemy sent waves of their best to corner the
Sounds so hard. Okay.
In obedience.
Here's my immortal. Okay.
Millions of stellar cycles I have slept, yet still I tire of this nonsense.
In obedience.
Here comes the Rust Stalkers. Okay. There goes my death mark.
All paths lead to inevitable victory.
Okay. dangerous.
The battlefield changes, yet we must be constant.
Walao eh, why dodge? Who the hell is Mechanicus? I never see this guy before. I run away.
What wills the court?
Here's all dead already. Okay.
Fell gloriously beside their Pharaon, dying as they should with duty their final thought. But that is an end I must deny. Though we are betrayed.
The Eupatridae have forsaken you, my Pharaon. Their cowardice has cast us into disarray. You shall preside over the punishment I will enact.
Cowardice? No. I was a fool, never shall. In my weakness of mind, I let them outmaneuver me. They watched me walk into this trap and let me think it was a road to glory paved by my own design. Only now do I see through the murk of my decay and understand.
Not just failure, but betrayal. They schemed against one another for the greater portion of power. They were ever duplicitous and self-serving, but stooping to blatant treason. It violates the most fundamental dynastic codes.
I knew it once. I had the wisdom to focus their ambitions against each other, to harness them for our dynasty, but now I accepted their words like a tribute to the throne. To see plots failed. I committed the only crime of which a Pharaon can be guilty. I became
Okay. Complete a mission without losing any units with Omeki. Seriously, I already lost units. Who said I didn't? Okay. Now what's next?
I no longer recall my plans for vengeance in the event of my betrayal. Yet, fragments remain. Orders I coded before the Great Sleep. Travel to the coordinates I am transmitting to you, Vargard. I know not what you will find there. I know not what you must do. I can only trust to the wisdom I once had, and the path to retribution I must obey. The Sancotep who entered the Great Sleep was brilliant, and without mercy. This is his final order to you. Go to this place, whatever it holds, and fulfill your duty.
As ever, my Pharaon, I obey until my end.
The Pharaon has fallen. Tradition demands we mourn him.
Ceremonies of mourning can be placed in abeyance. The invaders allow us no pause to lament a broken mind unfit to lead us to victory. Now we are free to prosecute this war as it should be.
Kivroth is still the crown world of the Sancotep dynasty. Surely you must honor our Pharaon's memory, if not his will.
He restrained my destroyers from pursuing the perfected omnicide of this planet. He would have allowed profane life to flourish in every crevice. Now, Kivroth shall become perfect in its sterility.
Our legions are without number, and our strategy is clear. We shall focus our energies on awakening all the warriors we can, and force the invaders into battles of attrition they cannot win. We will outlast them.
A grinding engine of extinction, feeding both sides into the jaws of annihilation. I approve.
Nemesaur, I must protest this extravagance. Our warriors are many, but not infinite. Kivroth's reanimation systems are yet to fully awaken.
Whether Necron or human, all serve the throne by their destruction. The invaders shall quail before our phalanxes, winning us both territory and the time to further restore our systems. My approach renders victory inevitable. Therefore, it is correct.
Remember to whom you speak, Vargard. You derive no authority from the Pharaon now. Cease to be useful, and you may share his fate.
You serve us now, Nefershar, not the command protocols of the Broken King. You may have been his favorite, but he will find us far less indulgent.
Okay. Level 2 already. Then I'll answer the pot. Okay. Inflict stun on a unit against obscure. Okay, that will do. What's that this? Okay lah, this should do. So, new save, Necron, run. Okay, good. I think I'll end it off. I am I'm very EP right now. Okay lah, but but of course didn't expect the story to go in this manner. Okay. Let me see what's this. Oh, got new one bench. Oh, because I unlocked the bench stars. Okay, yeah. So I didn't expect that there is actually a civil what you call a betrayal happening within. I thought they were like, because from the mechanical side of the story, right? We thought that they are like one at a time we whack until the very end where Nefersha killed the destroyer. So okay, now I see why Nefersha killed the destroyer already, because they are betraying behind the leaders, the back. Okay, interesting. Okay lah, but of course we'll continue the story on Monday. So yep, I'll end it off here. So if you like the stream today, do drop a like. If you don't. And of course, if you don't like the stream, please let me know in the comments, okay? I can't see dislikes anymore on my YouTube studio. So please let me know in the comments. All feedback is welcome, okay? Yeah. And of course, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. It will help me a lot in terms of getting more new viewers to the channel and supporting my hobby. And yeah, I'll see you guys on Monday, GMT +8 at 8:30 AM. So yeah, have a good day everyone, and goodbye.